Hi everyone, it's Donna from Spaceman Paper Crafts, and I am back with another part in the Alice in Wonderland mini album tutorial. I'm going to create the first page today, front and back. I have prepped all my pieces. It just helps it go a little bit quicker, so you're not watching me score and tape and things like that, which you probably already know how to do anyway. So I'm just going to crack on with putting together the pages. Okay, so the first page, what I want to do is I want to put a pocket on the page, but I want to have a flap that flips down and reveals the pocket. So I have cut all the pieces out. So you start with your base page that you've already created. These are our 6x6 pages. Remember, one side is for the binding and the other is for an insert. I have a cover for this page which I have inked. This is a piece of paper from my stash, and this measures 5 3/4 by 5 3/4. And the flap that you're going to use is, I've just left notes for myself here so I don't miss things out or get things around the wrong way. So this is 6 by 5, and you score at 1/2 inch across the bottom and pop your tape on. I've notched out the corners as well, which stops them from showing a bit on the inside. I've inked everything up and prepped everything. So the mats for the flap are 5 3/4 by 4 1/8. So that gives us a nice little border there. And then the pocket, so the pocket itself is 7 by 4, and you're going to score at 1/2 inch on 3 sides. So that will then give you something to stick your pocket down with. So you just put your score tape on or whatever adhesive you're using. And again, I've notched out the corners just to make it a bit more tidy. And then the cover that I've got for this pocket measures 5 5/8 by 3 3/4. So that will just sit on there like so. And I have some, I'm going to do the other side and the inserts as well. So the first thing I want to do is get the flap on, because I want this paper to cover our workings for the flap. So when you put the flap on, I want this paper to sort of cover there. So I just actually haven't inked the back side of this, I've just realised. And I need to do that because that's what's going to flap down. So I'll just quickly do that. I thought I was all ready. There we go. Okay, so yeah, so this is going to be our flap. So what we want to do is we want to attach it to one of the open sides. So I'm going to attach it to the spine side. Let's move all the other bits out of the way. So I want to get that attached down there. So I'm just going to peel a bit off. And actually, so you're just going to line this up, and this might be a little bit long, but I can trim it. Okay, and then, whoops, that did not go according to plan, so we'll just go with this side. And that's the flap stuck down. So as I say, it's a little bit long, you can see there. So all I'm going to do is get my craft knife and my ruler, using the metal edge, and just trim that off. A little bit more, I think. go. Okay, so that's the flap on. Next thing I want to do is I want this to close with magnets, but I want a ribbon here to pull. So I'm going to attach the magnets, one on each corner, and then down here as well. So let's get the magnets. These are basic grey magnets. These already have adhesive on. I am going to add a bit more though to the other side, so just to make sure that they stick down okay. And then next one. Okay, so I'm just going to peel this backer off and then just stick some more adhesive down. And then I'm just going to get a little bit more score tape and just cut 2 little pieces off. Add it onto there. And then just peel it off. And then stick it down where we need it to go. And then we'll have our ribbon pull in the middle. Okay, so to do that ribbon pull, I've cut a piece of ribbon. This is some organza ribbon that I have in my stash. And I want to do it so it's stuck on either side. That's a little bit too big though, so I'm just going to trim that down just a little. Okay, and then I'm going to get some score tape again, and I'm just going to eyeball where I want it to go. That is not at all remotely the centre, but we'll pop another piece down just to I can try and centre it up here, and then that's okay. And then I'm going to stick a bit down there, but what I think I'm going to do is actually stick it over. Okay, so now we can add our papers. So let's I'm hoping this will work through the pocket as well actually. Oh, actually it might not need to. No, it doesn't. Oh, that's good. Okay, so let's pop our main piece on like so. I'm just going to get some wet glue for this. And I just need to pop another bit there where that magnet is. The heat is not helping this glue at all. but we'll go with it and we'll persevere on, and if we need to resort to score tape, we'll use score tape. Okay, so I want to pop the pocket on next. So this is the pocket that's going to go here, and then this will close up over the top. Okay, so I'm just going to remove the backers. Those out of the way. And you just want to put it just in front of that score line, because you don't want it over that score line, because it won't fold. This piece won't fold over. Okay, so now we can decorate all our other pieces. So I want this bit on here. Oh dear, my glue is exploding everywhere with this heat. I'm just going to get my bone folder just round by that magnet there, just to press it all into place. And then this is the bit here for the pocket. And I'm just going to peel this off. And then this is a printable that I found online that I've cut down to fit. So that's one side done, and that will flip like so. So then you can put tags or other bits and pieces in there, which I will do when I come to decorate and embellish. So then the back of that page, I'm going to do a top sort of pocket page, and I've got the bits and pieces that I need for that here. So this is going to be the pocket, and then I've got some inserts that I'm going to use for there. Okay, so I need to stick my main piece on first. I'm actually just going to open that flap just so it gives me a little bit more of a flat surface. And then again, this is more paper from my stash. Okay, and then this is the pocket page. Now this pocket page measures 7 by 5 and you've got 1/2 inch on 3 sides. Okay, I've just notched out a little section there for my to make it easier to pull the tags in and out. I'm not actually sure whether they're going to be a bit too big, come to think of it, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. So I'm just going to peel the backers off here and get all this ready to go. Okay, so make sure we're lining it up well. And just give that a little burnish down. Okay, and then this is a piece from Victoria Designs that I have cut, and this piece measures 5 3/4 by 4 1/4, and then again I've just notched out a little bit. Right, let me see if these are too big. I don't. No, they should be okay. Okay, so what I've got is, in one of my paper pads I had these cut aparts, so I've cut these down to make them work for these inserts. Now the insert pieces measure 5 by 5 3/4, and then the mat pieces measure 5 1/2 by 4 3/4. So and what I'm going to do is I've die cut in my craft cardstock and ink them up some of these dies that I've had, some of the Alice characters, and I'm going to use some of those for the insides or for the focal point of the tags. Okay, but what I want to do is I want to pop some ribbon on these tags, so I'm just going to get my ribbon out again. And just cut a few pieces. Okay, so again I'm just going to eyeball centre. That's not really centre, but never mind. Okay, so let's peel that off. And then just start adding our paper to our inserts. Okay, so there's our inserts. Let's see what they look like in there. Cool, there we go. They don't look too bad actually. So now we just need to decorate them with our little silhouette pieces here. I think I definitely need Alice on this circular one here, so I've just got to take, I'm just going to take my Nouveau glue pen, because it does have some little tiny pieces, and that way I can get all of them with the glue pen. I think that looks really sweet actually. And then we could have actually have the hatter there, and there's some journaling space there, so we'll do that. Sure that's stuck down well. We just don't want them catching as we put them in. So we've got the hatter that side, got Alice that side. So let's do, I still think Alice will look nicer on this. Let's do Alice down here on this one. And then we'll put I don't know if he looks right there. So I think I'm going to put him on the front here, and then just leave that space then for any journaling. Okay, and then we'll put our little tags in. And so there we go. That is our first page done. And we've got some space here to put some little tags in. I'll go around and do that when I'm decorating everywhere. But yeah, I think they turned out pretty good actually. Yeah. Okay, so that's the first page done. I'll be back again with another tutorial for the second page, back and front. And yeah, don't forget about the giveaway, guys. Check out the video where I talked about the items that I'm using in this album, because there is a giveaway there for you to enter. And thanks so much, guys, for watching. Any comments you'd like to give me about this video, any questions, anything you like, just leave it in the description bar below. Pop me a comment there, or my email address is down there as well if you'd rather email. So thank you so much, guys, for watching. I hope you're enjoying this tutorial, and I'll be back with another video very, very soon. Bye for now.